It's LenzyDaGreat, and I just jumped off the porch with Dirty Glove Bastard.
Ain't nobody give it to me, I work hard for this shit. 50-50 ain't enough, I give my all to this shit. No silver spoon when I can't.
Yeah. Alright, we got LenzyDaGreat jumping off the porch with us today.
What's poppin', man?
What's going on with your gang?
Nothing much. What you got going, man?
Nothing much. Chillin', living large. How you living?
I'm living good. How you living? What you got for me, man?
Nothing much. How it feel to be in the city of Atlanta?
Man, I like it here, man. I'm trying to, get down here eventually, trying to do my due diligence, all that.
Real
trying to get out of Indiana, man. It's cold up there. I'm tired of the snow. It's cold in the motherfucker.
Nah, for real. I know it's probably snowing right now.
Yeah, actually it is. That's why I got the fur on my neck. I'm like, damn, shit, I forgot I'm going down south, but it's all right.
It's all good. It's chilly down here.
Talk to me though, man. What's poppin'?
Nothing much, bro. So tell me, how does it feel to be able to travel city to city, seeing new shit, just pursuing your dream?
Oh, it's cool, man. It let me know that I'm being lied to in my hometown. It's so limited on resources. You know what I'm saying? Everybody doing dumb shit, doing the same stuff. You get out of town, you realize it's more to life than what you getting presented to in the little city. So it's like, man, I'm about to just go ahead and pop it off. Every time I come here and go back, they drag, Mike and tell you, man, why you going back to Indiana, man? You need to stay here. I'm like, bro, look, man, I'm trying to, but I'm getting it together though. So to answer your question, it feel good, man. It feel good.
Nah, for real.
What's
one thing you feel like you can always get in Indiana that you can't get anywhere else?
Resource. Oh wait, what I can get in Indiana?
That you can't get nowhere else?
That I can't get nowhere else? That love, that family, that loyalty. Indiana ain't as bad as people make it seem, man. You gotta come where the corn don't grow. Come to the city, you know what I mean? We fly, we good, we humble. We ain't on no starstruck stuff, we ain't on no Hollywood shit. We just, hey, come check us out. But we need some resources, man. We need some people to come peep us out. We got everything y'all got, just ain't nobody came to see it yet.
Nah, for real.
No.
How would you describe growing up in Indiana?
Oh, it was different. It was different. I mean, it was really crazy though, growing up, cause like, Indiana, like, I don't know how to explain it. Like, everything family, everybody family there, so it's not a lot of strangers. So as soon as you go, what's your last name? Oh, you grew up with such and such, so they already know what type of time you on and all that. But we just, man, we real laid back, humble, cool, but we some hustlers, we grinders. It's a working city. It ain't no clubs popping like that, all that, so it ain't nothing to do but work, go home, get money. And that's why people get money and move out of Indiana. It's the get money place.
No.
It's Midwest, Detroit right there, Ohio right there. People come and, migrate, so it's a hard working place.
That's real.
Yeah.
How would you describe the culture?
The culture is like gumbo. We take a mixture of everything. You got a little Chicago, a little Detroit, eventually we gonna have we got our own culture, we got our own story and all that, but we tend to take a lot of everything and mix it in one. It's like a gumbo, man. So it's something you ain't never seen before. It's not just, that's, when you hear it, you don't know what it is, because we got musicians, we got the hustlers, the entrepreneurs, we got people that's doing everything. So it's like gumbo, man. Everybody it's a mixture. It's not like just one category. You can't just put one word on it. We mixed up.
No, for real.
For real.
How would you describe yourself as a child?
Child, growing up, oh man, just can't sit down, full of ideas. Kara tell we in school, I got the camera, I started like all this stuff y'all see, man. Look at this post, look. I'm 15 in this, making mixtapes, doing all this stuff, and this ain't even about the mixtapes. This is more about like, I made these covers. I was doing graphic design, so growing up, I wasn't really so much focused on what my surroundings was on. I was just really caught up into the business aspect and being on the computer, coming up with ideas, doing this, doing that, just always doing stuff, bro. I was just active on the business tip. Everything that I could do as far as creativity, I was always creating stuff. So I didn't have a lot of time to be out there because it was a time, I'll be real with you, like it's this thing called all night skating. It's like the club, like Cascade for y'all in Atlanta. It was like the club, and people would call me like, man, because I went a few times, but by the time I got my computer, I just started learning how to do all this stuff, and I just got hooked on it, and I started making money off it because it wasn't too many people that knew how to do that type of shit. So I'm like, shit, man, that's how I was getting paid. So once I started getting paid off that, Mom lost her job in 08. She was a part of that recession when Bush and them sent all them jobs overseas. I said, well, shit, it's time to hustle, man, because my influences, they told me I could do this and do that, but that's easy, bro. I was like, man, I'm gonna take the hard route. I'm gonna learn how to do this shit because it's gonna be the future one day. They ain't see it at the time, but then as it, progressed, it's like, damn, this the shit. Now everybody getting paid off this shit I used to do, So that's why I'm just trying to bring it back and re-up on it. Basically, that's where re-up came from. It's like, shit, I'm about to re-up on everything I used to do and do it again, but have an LC behind it and get paid for it. Cause we were doing this shit for fun. We wasn't trying to be no rap stars, celebrities. That was just like, some people play sports, some people play with toys. This what I did. So that was a hobby, shit.
No, that's real.
So I was doing different shit. I wasn't doing what everybody was doing. I didn't follow people.
Do you remember the first time you put your hands on the computer?
Man, I was 14. I was 14 and I started doing DJing. Like, I would take songs and mix them together. I still got them on YouTube. You can check it out. I was like 14 doing mixes. And then after that, I started doing graphic design. And that's why I really like making mixtapes, just to do the cover. You know what I mean? Then I started recording for other people. And you remember the PlayStation 3 headsets? It had a USB plug, man. I took a PlayStation headset. I took 2 vases and a motherfucking tube sock for the filter. You know, the filter on the microphone. Started rapping on it, but I only rapped on it so I could learn how to engineer on Pro Tools and do mixing and mastering, because my homeboys, they was too cool to rap and shit. And I ain't want to rap at all. I ain't like that rap shit. So I was like, man, I'm a rap just to learn how to mix and master, because you get money off that shit. So in other words, like, you got Birdman, you got Slim. I was more on the Slim approach. Like, I'm trying to be behind the scenes. You don't see Slim a lot, but he run Cash Money. But Birdman, you know, he all, no disrespect, but it's like he all on the camera. I didn't want all that. But when I did it, people was like, oh, you rapping? Man, let me buy your mixtape. And I ain't gonna say no bread, so that's where the mixtapes came from. Shit, mom ain't got no job. I ain't finna go to her purse. So I just started making songs and shit.
That's real. And
then my homeboys seen what you could do, so now they like, man, let me get on the song. So now I'm recording the whole block. I'm recording the whole hood. Because in Indiana, we so limited on resources. You had like only so many people doing stuff, and they be acting all bougie, like trying to tax us and all that. I'm like, man, come to the block. I'll record you for $50 real quick. One person turn to 2, 2 turn to 8, and so on. So that's what it was like, man, you know?
So ultimately, what led you to give up on the music and pursue other?
Well, the thing was, I never wanted the music. I always started with like doing movies. Like, let me see, which poster is it? I'm gonna show you. Well, first off, let me show you this. Like, you see this gaming stuff right here? I was actually into marketing and doing things other than music. You know what I'm saying? The music was just a way to show what I was doing. It's like, yeah, I do this and I do that. But as far as the music, it wasn't the main passion. My main passion was doing, like, these my clothes and all that stuff. This is what I'm doing today. I don't mean to talk about my past a lot, because I want to show you what I'm doing today, but this is what I was really doing. You see how young we is in these screenshots? I would be in the hood, right? I'll be in the hood with the camera and just like, we ought to record all this stuff, but I never did want to do music first. This is what I want to do, what 50 doing on the movies, like the series coming out with films and all that. I wasn't into just doing rapping. That was like something for fun. So I wouldn't even say I gave up on it, I just never started it. I just did it only, again, so I could learn how to mix and master and all that and engineer and everything. I didn't want to be the rapper or the star. I wanted my homeboys to rap. I wanted them to be the star, but I wanted to be the Dr. Dre. I wanted to be the one that pressed the buttons. You give me the money, you go home. I don't even want y'all to know who I am. But I had to take that sacrifice because they didn't want to do it.
Talk about getting a deal from a gaming platform.
Oh man, so I was like 15. Machinima at the time was like, how y'all look at, I don't even know how to compare it, but it was the biggest platform on gaming. But see, you had to be 18 and older. And I got one of them moms, again, you gotta have your parental control. Dad wasn't around, so I only had moms. She like, I don't know about none of that shit, and I didn't know it either, but they would write me like, man, we see y'all doing, cause you see all these views, like this one right here got 668,000. You see my song, they called me C-Wells at the time. I was just putting my songs on this gaming cause that was just a way to get my plays and my views and all that type of shit like that, so. But they was really feeding into it. I started the whole 2K mix era wave. So if you type in NBA 2K mix, it go back to like 2009, 10, and that was mine. So all the people that's on top today, they'll tell you, oh, they used to write me. You know what I'm saying? Do your due diligence on like Brother Ben X, you know, Walrus, iPod King Carter. Them people used to write me when I was like 15, but you know, the gaming and shit, I only kept it going because I was getting those deals and all that, but it was just a way to promote other shit I was doing, you know. But like I said, my main focus was the movies and the cameras. That was my passion. But I'm not a person that's gonna stick on one thing. I'm gonna do other shit too.
For sure.
Yeah.
Now we got on how you touch the computers, and I talk about the first time you picked up that camera.
Picked up that camera? Oh man. All right, first time I picked up the camera, me and my homeboys, we had this school project, all right. Now the school projects, you could do a poster, you could do this little fake rap or a presentation. They said you could do a video on it. So it's 8th grade. Our shit was so good. You remember Mr. Man Kara? our social studies teacher. So look, he was like, look, y'all video ain't even school appropriate, but it's so good, I can't even fail y'all. So he told the kids, he said, look, we can't even show it in the class, but if y'all willing to skip y'all lunch, all this is leading up to what made me pick up the camera, like you asked, right? So he like, if y'all willing to skip y'all lunch and watch this presentation, we'll show it, because we can't show it during class. Why wasn't nobody in the lunch? Everybody had their trays in the classroom watching this shit. They like, bro, this shit funny as hell. Y'all need to make some more. Y'all need to make some more. So we like, well, shit, let's come out with a series. And next thing you know, they like, what we gonna call it? I'm like, let's start something called like HoodStories, because we already got HoodStories and we already doing this shit. Let's put a camera on it. We didn't think nothing of it. So that's what made me pick the camera up, and I just be on the block with the homies and stuff. And like I said, that's what led with all this. Like, we young as hell, man. We got 2 seasons of HoodStories, season 1 and 2. All of them at least 3 episodes and up. Season 1 got like 8 episodes. Season 2, I had brought it back once everybody got out of jail, everybody came home. I said, man, when y'all come home from prison and all that, we gonna bring it back, you know what I mean? But that's what made me pick that camera up, that school project, and we just kept going from there. But if we were smart, we'd have put it on YouTube. We was putting it on Facebook. We had Facebook views. We wasn't doing it for like a career or like we gonna get paid out of it. There wasn't no money in that in 2010 like it is now. So we was like, shit, they want more, we was gonna give them more. It was just something to do, it was fun. And everybody wanted to be involved, so that's what made me just keep going around. Every time I was around the hood, like, hey, I gotta record this, I gotta record this. So we just kept going, shit.
Seeing a lot of things you had your hands in early on progressing to lucrative careers,
Yeah.
do you ever get like doubtful, like, man, had I had my hand on straight, I should have did it this way? Or do you get doubtful, like, maybe I should have pursued it this way or a different way?
What I think I should have did, I should have stuck to like the movies and all that, cause I got caught up with everybody else wanted from me. Cause when I started rapping, I got a call from like Steve Rifkin's son, which is Ryan Rifkin. Steve is the one who started Loud Records. You know, do y'all due diligence on Steve Rifkin? Shout out to Steve, cool dude. But when I was rapping and all that, he was like, man, we trying to sign you and all that. So I took my focus off the movies and all the stuff I was really passionate about, because the hood, like, bro, this the way to get out the hood. So my thing was, okay, I'm gonna rap a little bit, then I'm gonna pass the mic to them. But they had it set up like, no, we just want you to be the rapper only. And I'm like, I'm not trying to be the, you know what I'm saying? So to answer your question, yeah, I do wish I would have stuck more into the movies and the film, and I could have been the 50, I'm not gonna say could have been, because I still got time, I'm gonna do it. But I'm saying, like, at that time, I could have been the young 50 with how he got the power scenes. Think about it, they all rapped at first, but they caught on like I caught on. That ain't no, I mean, no disrespect to the rappers. You see how many mixtapes I got? I can't disrespect. These are albums and mixtapes, so I can't say, you know, no disrespect to it. But again, it's a bigger picture out here, man. So I was like, that's a way to promote other stuff. We got music, we got people that do talent and all that. You could put all that in a movie versus, hey, check out my mixtape, or hey, check out this t-shirt. No, watch this movie. We got the shirt in the movie, we got the music in the movie, we got anything you need to promote in this one project. And if I was smart, I'd have stuck to it instead of listening to my people saying, no, go out there, sign the deal and all that. And I'm focusing on rapping and I ain't even passionate about it. You know, it was just something to do.
So how do we end up to the ReUp brand?
Oh man, when I just got fed up, like hearing no too many times, because I had these ideas from people that could have put me in a position to change my life, but they like, yeah, but we want this from you. And I'm like, fuck that, I'm gonna do it myself. Everything that I used to do, I'm gonna re-up on it, but I'm gonna have an LC behind it, I'm gonna have a plan behind it. And I started that in 2020, we at 23. I didn't launch it till 21. My anniversary just passed on the 27th, so happy anniversary to ReUp as of November 27th, you know what I mean? But the ReUp was just more like, I started as a clothing brand just to stamp the logo on people's head, which I need to change that logo because it reminds me of LRG so much. I don't know what the hell I was thinking. I'm like, I not seen it at the corner store. I said, damn, they're like ReUp. I said, I gotta change that. So I'm gonna rebrand that logo, but my thing is, I didn't want it just to be a clothing brand, I wanted it to be a company. So we do films, we do movies, we do music, we do graphic design, we do beats, 'cause I make beats too. You know, I got songs where I made the beat to the song that I'm rapping to, and I engineer on Pro Tools, FL Studio. I know these programs, I know these people. You know, I was hanging with the nerds, you feel me? Even though I was with the homies and all that, they called me the hood genius, and I was proud of that. And it was just something different than doing what I was presenting, because like Dodie, you remember, we got people in school that dropped out in like 3rd grade to start selling dope. Like, man, fuck, you know who, I ain't gonna say no names, but you know who I'm talking about. And you know, it was easy for me to just be like, man, I'm about to do that, but I said, fuck that shit, bro. I'm about to do something different. I'm gonna do something that's hard to do. Let me, you know, do this and do that. So Yeah, to answer your question, that's why, bro.
That's what's up.
Yeah.
So how did the electronics become an addition of the ReUp
Oh
brand?
man, let me tell you the electronics, man. So like, one thing about electronics is, for one, ain't no sizes in electronics. Now, if I got clothes, I gotta have 5X, 4X, 3X. You might, look, if you want these headphones, I ain't gotta worry about sizes, for one. And two, it's different. It's like, you know, you don't see a lot of people. Let me show you how these light up too, man. This is bad motherfuckers. Make sure y'all get these headphones, man. These the ReUp headphones. They change colors, so you ain't gotta worry about if your favorite color is on here, regardless. You know what I'm saying? Then we got the Bluetooth speaker right here, and it's not just a speaker. It charges your phone. You see this pad right here? It's a wireless charging pad. So if you plug this in, say you ain't got your cord to your phone, that's cool. Put your phone on here, it's gonna charge, and it's gonna knock. It's slap. So again, buy it, you find out how it look. But that's why I got into electronics, because I seen what 50 was doing, I seen what Dr. Dre was doing, and you see how he came out with the Beats by Dre, see how 50 came out with the SMSs, so I was like, shoot, it's easier for me to sell electronics because it's like, I ain't gotta worry about sizes, I ain't gotta worry about do it fit, don't it fit, the quality gonna be good or not, and plus it's a product, you know, it's different than just put on these clothes, you know? It's like an essential.
Where did your love for electronics come from to know that you know you can flip it to a
Okay,
hustle?
I met, and it's on this picture here. Matter of fact, it's on my accomplishments. Hold on, I'm gonna show you real quick. I'm gonna just lay that flag. Y'all done seen that enough. So like right here, and I'm gonna get to all this other stuff later. This Jim Johnson right here, right? Jim Johnson, I met him through Steve Rifkin. He gave me these Beats by Dre's. This leading up to why I got into electronics, right? So when he gave me these Beats by Dre's, it was the detox version, right? And I used to get on the school bus. And I did it just to prove a point, just to be funny. A lot of the shit that I come out with is stuff that I personally like. It wasn't like I just woke up like, I'm about to come out with this. It was to prove a point. So I used to go on the bus with these Beats by Dre's, the detoxes. They was a limited edition. I'm in high school, they loud. And I used to tell people on the bus, I said, one day, I'm gonna come out with my own headphones. Niggas laughed at me. Swear to God, they said, you ain't coming out with no goddamn headphones. You ain't never gonna come. I said, watch. One day I'm gonna come out with my own headphones and y'all gonna buy. Swear to God, them same people can't, bro, I can't do nothing but respect you, bro. Let me get 2 of them. You know? And they ain't know what size you wear. It's here, take it. See how easy that is? You know what I mean? Just that simple. So it was an easier process. But I did it to prove a point. Just to show niggas like, bro, if I put my mind to something, I'm gonna do it.
No, for real.
Yeah.
So talk about the fashion adaptation, you know, the pros and the cons that come with it, which ultimately led to Soulja Boy and you guys having a conflict. Oh,
man. Okay, so that's like a 2 split. So the pros and cons, I'm going to answer that first, and I'll get to the Soulja Boy later. So the pros and cons to the fashion, I'm going to get to the cons first, right? So the cons is like the trial and error. You got so many vendors you got to go through. Like, I spend more money on trial and error. Like, okay, let me see if this one, oh, it came faded. Oh, the quality good on this vendor, but the sizes ain't the true size. You got overseas people size differences and all that. So you spend a lot of money on if it's going to come out right or come out wrong. But the pros to it is just the fact you fresh in your own shit. Who don't want to be, you know, you can go to Macy's and buy this shit like this right here. I made this. This is my shit.
Right.
So I can go to the club and I'm not wearing what another person wearing in the club. It's like, this is my thing. But I got inspired by Dapper Dan. You know, Dapper Dan used to dress them people and they asked him like, why you ain't come out with a brand? It's like, no, it's better for me to make customs for a specific person than for me to just, which I do still got a brand. I got a clothing line, website with just clothes randomly, but I don't even focus on that. I'm more focused on, because people write me like, where can I buy your clothes? I'm like, man, skip the clothes. What you want me to make you? I could put your name on it, make it special, make it where it's yours. So that's the pros, so people feel good about it. Like, oh, I'm gonna go in here tonight and I know I'm gonna look good. So, you know, how you present yourself is a plus. Now, to answer your second part on the Soulja Boy tip, I wanted to clear that up because I sent you this. You got the screenshots, don't you? Mm-hmm. Where the people, my whole, man, first off, shout out to Fort Wayne, man. Because he came out with a shoe, this same shoe, and all I did was make a post saying, because he always talking about some, I did it first. I said, no, you ain't do this first. I been had this shoe in my hand. But he had the same vendor that I had, which also Master P got. And again, we know who vendor that is, and if you do, you do, you don't, you don't. That ain't to be sold, not told, right? So anyway, moving forward, I was just saying that for a marketing strategy to say, if Soulja Boy charging this much, then you can't get mad if I ask for the same what he doing, because we got literally the same shoe, the same stuff. Fort Wayne took it as, oh, they took Lindsay's shoe. Now, I corrected about 4 people posts, but by the 5th and the 6th, again, you got the post, bro. So I want you to put it on the screen so they know I'm not bluffing about this. Because I'm not about deteriorating another person's business, especially a black business. So I never said that he stole my idea, and that's why I want to clarify. I was just saying I got the same quality as people in the industry. So you got to respect my prices. You got to respect my quality. But they took it as, oh, he stole his shoe because they seen it with me first, you know? So I ran off with it too. I said, well, fuck it. Yeah, he stole my shit, y'all. So I'm just trying to get his attention. You know what I'm saying? And I did because if you post them screenshots as I'm talking, you can see where he watching my story mode. I got people texting me talking about, oh, he'd blocked me and all this. So I'm like, you seen me, bro. But again, it wasn't the beef with him. It was just like, yo, bro, you see I'm grinding like you grinding. You should be. If I'm Soulja Boy and I see a young nigga got an influence like that, I'm like, bro, he's somebody. Let me pick him up. Let me, you know, tag along with him, partner with him. Let's get it popping. But I was just using it as a marketing strategy because I didn't even make this shoe. This is an old shoe, by the way, and this ain't even my size. This is the model to show you how it look and all that. But again, I did that so if I put 300 on here or whatever price he was charging, you can't smack your lips at it, bro. You paying Soulja Boy that for the same shoe. So why you ain't gonna pay mine? But I wanted him to know I'm the first one to beat him on his little I'm the first to do it challenge. I already got it in my hand. You had a mock-up version of it. You ain't even have it on your foot yet, and I already was walking in the streets with it. You see the dirt? All right. But to answer your question, that's how that happened.
For sure. So what do you feel your brand is going to be headed? Where is it going in the future? What's the future of ReUp?
You trying to give out my sauce, man. You trying to give out my sauce. So where I'm going now is let it know it's not just a clothing brand. So I'm about to get back into the movies, get back into the film. I want some people that's serious about acting. I want some people that's serious about this series and continue on the HoodStories series that I started, you know. And also, I want to get back into the graphic design, get back into making the beats, get back into doing everything that I've been doing just off the strength of doing it, but have it under one umbrella of ReUp. So, you know, that's really what it's about.
No, for sure. What else are you working on or interested in at the moment?
Right now, at the moment, working on my life, bro. Because I had to postpone the serious things. And like when you on a business, it's just straight business. You know, you postpone, you know, I got to show up to this event. I got to show up and I want to be a better brother. I want to be a better nephew. You know, I want to be a better uncle to, you know, the nieces and nephews don't know who I am because I'm always busy and doing it. I want to save my money. God damn, because every time you investing, you never see your bread come back because you just steady putting it out. Because I'm just focused on building all that. So right now, to answer your question, I'm more focused. I'm about to take, that's why I'm doing this interview, to let y'all know, like, I'm about to take me a year break for a minute. Let me get focused on my life real quick. Let me get my life together, see what I want to do personally, not what ReUp got going on and all that. I've been doing all this work within 2 years, man. I've done more than what people done in 5 to 10 years. So I got to respect that. I be hard on myself sometimes, thinking I ain't doing enough. People like, bro, you done did all this shit, bro. You doing good. So I'm like, you right. Let me chill out. Let me focus on being a better son. Let me focus on the real life shit. You know, stuff that matter. I ain't with all that material Hollywood shit, bro. I'm about what real shit is.
For sure.
You know?
Would you say it's hard to make it out of Indiana?
Nah, it ain't. Some people just make too many excuses. Because if you really stay down till you come up like you're supposed to, put your head down and ignore the world, stay under a rock, you can do it. But some people are just so caught up in the hype. Oh, I got to keep up with this nigga, or I got to rock. Man, she'll tell you, look, I'd have pulled in that car last night. This is just an example all leading up to why it's hard to get out of Indiana. People are keeping up with the Joneses and thinking that this is what it is. When I go to Atlanta, when I go to New York, when I go to Cali, I say 4-1, they like, for who? Not saying we ain't shit, but they don't know what it is. So y'all dying over something that don't matter to the world. So of course it's hard to get out of there if you consume with, man, you gotta show up to this party and all that. Well, you just spent all that money, a $1,500 on something that you could have spent on getting out of there. Cause you trying to keep up this image. Oh, I can't pull up in a bust down car, messed up, or I can't go to the club with that. Well, don't go to the club, go to work, hustle, whatever you doing, get your money, get up out of there. But y'all so focused on, man, I gotta look good for this, or I gotta look good, you're gonna be stuck. So that's why they get stuck. So I ain't got no excuse for nobody. It ain't hard. You just gotta really want that shit. That's it.
No, for sure.
Get a plan, get a strategy, and stick to that shit, man. Get off them bitches, get off the, what Pimp C used to say, get off the crumb shit and come with a whole bread truck, nigga. For real. Get off the crumb shit. That's real. I'm off the crumbs, and I could speak on it because I was a victim to that shit. I was feeling like I had to keep up. I was feeling like I had pulled off the car like so many times, like, damn, I want a new car. And motherfuckers like, man, you don't want a new car. What you gonna get a new car for? Just ride around the city, look good, nigga. Get a new life. Fuck a car key, get a new apartment key. Fuck a new whip, get a new life, nigga. So that's where I'm at right now. Like, I don't care what y'all think about me. Y'all can call me whatever you want, but y'all gonna see me.
Real shit.
You feel me?
Any last words and shout outs?
Shit, I ain't gonna do no shout outs. There's too many people. They're gonna be like, why you ain't shout me out? But I will say this, man, do some due diligence on Fort Wayne, man. You know, type in Fort Wayne, Indiana rappers, type in Fort Wayne, Indiana entrepreneurs. We out here. We really doing our thing. We got a voice, and we different. Our hustle different, our swag different, and everything about it is different. We got our own story, we got our own culture, and just shout out to God, man. Shout out to God. Shout out to my moms too, because I ain't complain one time. We did all that shit in her house. You know what I'm saying? And people was coming to my house. It was my mom's house. I'm 15. I wasn't out my mom's house at 15. You feel me? So shout out to that, and just shout out to everybody that support me, everybody that came out here. I got people that flew out here just off the strength of them hearing that I'm coming out here. You know what I mean? And again, shout out to ReUp. That saved my life, man, because I don't know what I'd be doing without ReUp. I got a purpose now. So that's my shout out. And shout out to Dirty Glove Bastard for having me on here, man. Shout out to the A. I love y'all, man, for real.
For sure, man. LenzyDaGreat, we appreciate you jumping off the porch with us today, gang.
You already know, man. Holla.
Bet.
Ain't nobody give it to me, I work hard for this shit. 50-50 ain't enough, I give my all to this shit. No silver spoon when I came up, I got it all off the strength.